Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today I want to show you all the top 5 cars I hope get buffed soon in Driving Empire. So basically, if you're not familiar with what the word buffed means, it just means basically like upgraded and balanced in a way where it's, better, so you get the point in that one. And I also want to make a few disclaimers before we get started. So first of all, please note that your favorite car will probably not be on this list, or any car that you want to see buffed. I'm not gonna say it won't be in this list, but there's a good chance it probably won't. So there's only 5 cars, and these are gonna be the cars that I personally want buffed. So just keep that in mind. It's my list, not yours. So you can just don't complain about it. Don't be annoying about it. I also want to say, please don't go begging at the developers' feet for these cars to get buffed, because I don't want to get in further trouble. So just don't do that. And lastly, I want to say, just because I said I want a car in this list to get buffed, it doesn't mean that the car should get buffed. So just make sure that you acknowledge that. I think most of y'all are smart enough to know that, but I do know there's some people out there who are not. So I just wanted to mention that. And yeah, so without further ado, get yourself nice and comfortable, and we're gonna get right into the video. Starting up at number 1, I know I said this was a top 5 list, but I mean honestly, I didn't want to have to pick one of these cars. So basically, I'm talking about all the Saloons, or all these track sedans, or just, I guess, track toys basically, that just don't have good handling. So that just includes anything like the Camaro ZL1, the Ford Mustang GT500, this AMG or Mercedes-Benz right here I'm showing you the screen, the Lexus RCF Track Edition, all of that stuff. I mean, I'm not saying they have bad handling. Some of them actually have pretty decent handling for the most part, but I just think they should have great handling actually, because I mean, they're a track car. The Lexus RCF is advertised as a track pass vehicle, and it just has alright handling. Like you would want to get good handling out of it. You're sacrificing all the straight line performance and everything. I just feel like this is something that should be existent in these vehicles, because for whatever reason they're just pretty bad for the most part. So I kind of think these cars need some handling buffs and stuff like that. I mean, you might disagree with me, but I mean, that's just personally in my opinion, because these things are not really great in the track. So yeah, they could do with a little bit of help in my opinion. So yeah, that's gonna be number 5. At number 4, we have the McLaren Senna. So this is a car that personally I'm fine with being bad, but I do know many other people want this car to get a buff. So personally, I think like the performance for the most part should stay the way it is. I think this car deserves some sort of acceleration buff, but like for the most part, I think they should just bring it back down to 800 grand. As they had that before in Wait for Roblox, and it was kind of fair and square. I don't think the top speed or the handling needs to be touched. I just feel this car should get an acceleration buff, and if that doesn't work out, at least just a price nerf, so it can be a little bit more affordable for people who want to actually buy the car. So yeah. Alright guys, so at number 3 we have the Ferrari FXXK Evolution. So Ferrari FXXK Evolution made its debut back in Wait for Roblox as a rematch of the old Ferrari FXXK, and basically this car was the best circuit car back in the day, because like literally nothing could beat it. It had amazing acceleration, amazing handling, great braking. It was the go-to car. Everyone had this actually. But then like back when Driving Empire got released, this car just went to shred, because like there was so much new competition that could easily beat the FXK Evolution. Now personally, in my opinion, I think this car needs a buff, at least an acceleration or something like that, just handling, because like honestly it's just getting outclassed, and it's a $5 million track car, and cars like the Cecil Elemental are superior to it. So I personally think it needs a buff, like maybe an acceleration, or maybe even price. It can get nerfed in price, maybe 3 million or something like that. I mean, you might disagree with me, but personally I feel it that way, and that's not even me who thinks that. It's a lot of my friends too. So comment down below if you agree or disagree with me. At number 2 in this list, we have the Porsche 918 Spyder. So the Porsche 918 Spyder, as we all know, back in Wait for Roblox, was a top tier option for starters. Like everyone knew that the Porsche 918 Spyder was the way to go, because it was dominant. Like it had top tier acceleration. Like the only thing that can necessarily beat it in the most part were like $4 million, $5 million hybrid cars. So for its price, it was the best you can get. And recently, back after Driving Empire dropped, the Porsche received so much competition. That includes the SF90, the Saloons, and just stuff like that. So in my opinion, I honestly feel that the Porsche 918 Spyder needs some sort of handling buff. Like you might disagree with me, but if you didn't know, the Porsche 918 Spyder is actually somewhat built to be able to perform around the track. And you can see it from the wing and the overall design. So personally, the car should actually logically handle well, and for whatever reason, in driving Empire, it doesn't handle terribly, but the handling is not by any means great. So I honestly think they should just buff it. And like, if you're gonna say that this car will be too OP, you can just take a look at the SVJ63. So I mean, I think it should be kind of like that. I mean, I don't think it's gonna be as good even if it did get buffed, but I still think that would be pretty nice, and that would help the car get a little bit more praise or whatever. So yeah, that makes number 2. At number 1 on our list, we have the Koenigsegg Jesko. So when you think about the Koenigsegg Jesko, the Koenigsegg Jesko actually is a car praised for so much, but the main thing the Koenigsegg Jesko is known for is its top tier top speed. In ultimate driving, the Koenigsegg Jesko can hit about 300 miles per hour. In driving Empire, it can hit about like 290 miles per hour. Like in most games, the Koenigsegg Jesko is known to have an incredible top speed, and it is one of the most dominant cars in most car game metas because of its great top speed. Now, the issue is, in driving Empire, the Koenigsegg Jesko has an excellent top speed, but the car is so darn glitchy that it cannot maintain it. Like, it cannot stay at top speed at all, and it will actually destroy you if you try to go top speed. Like, this car will literally just noob you up completely. Like, it has no mercy. It's not gonna accommodate top speed at all. Like literally, if you hit top speed, this thing is gonna go berserk. Like, first it will stay still, and it will do this thing where it's like, you know, a little bit violent and shaky, but when you try and turn it, it won't turn. You have to wait for like 2 seconds for it to cool down before you actually make it turn. And then when you make it turn, it will catch you off guard because you won't expect it, and you'll drive right into a wall. Now, the Koenigsegg Jesko also likes to drive into a walls itself without you even doing it, and the Koenigsegg Jesko likes to die to bumps. So unless you can tolerate that kind of stuff, I mean, you're not gonna have a fun time with this. And like, I mean, as you can see, I was trying my best to drive in a straight line, and you see what happens to me. I mean, like, it's annoying, and you're better off using a different car for the most part. Now, you might say the Koenigsegg Jesko is good at other things, but like, you shouldn't buy the Koenigsegg Jesko for other things. It should be a top speed car. So personally, in my opinion, it needs a buff. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. Please make sure that you drop a like if you have enjoyed, and you can also drop a like if you agree with anything in this list. Make sure to comment down below your disagreements or anything else you think I should have added in the list. Just make sure you say it in a respectful manner instead of saying, yo, WTJC Gaming, you forgot this. I mean, I didn't forget it, it's just I chose not to really add it. But I mean, if you have a project I didn't consider, feel free to, you know, add it in the comment section. So anyways, make sure you join the Discord server too if you haven't already. You know, that'd be pretty excellent if you're looking for more members, and the more the merrier. So, you know, make sure you join that if you haven't already. Subscribe. Thanks for, you know, we've already hit 3K, and I really appreciate that. I think we can hit 4K really soon by the end of this summer. So, you know, all support there would be appreciated. So like I said, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.